All right, everybody, welcome to On the Screws Golf. We'd like to thank you for being here on the stream. So what? And welcome to DCF&P, baby. And again, thank you so much for attending, and please consider subscribing. All right, welcome, everybody. Here we go. We're going to do this overview of our round here this afternoon. We were able to shoot an incredible minus 19 under. Take a look real quick. Eagle the first three. Unfortunately, we made a misstep on 4, but then we picked it back up with an eagle on 5, Alba on 6, eagles on 7, 8, and then, of course, closing out with an albatross on 9. So, as you can see, we do currently sit in first position in the 3-star rookie category. We have a pretty tough bracket here with 3 minus 18 sitting right behind me. So hopefully this will hold over the next 6 hours and 44 minutes. And with that being said, we will get right into the overview here right now. All right, here we go. Hole number 1, shot number 1. So what we've done here is put together the EM8 and Titan ball combination. We did go ahead and use a 10% max adjustment here on this par 4. We had a 2.2 miles per hour wind, which gave us a 1.2 ring pull from wind coming from right to left. So we adjusted there, had a little bit of an extra pull due to the rings going down over the cliffside, but we were able to do about a 30%
great shot
and just about a quarter ball right curl. Hit it perfect, landed in a really nice spot, comes in pretty decent, a little bit fast, just below the hole, and
nice on,
right on the green nicely. And then from 371, we were able to make that putt very easily for eagle. And we had a fast start with a -2 after 1. Okay, here we are for hole number 2. Again, this is the first of our 3 par 3s. We decided to go here with the Hornet 5 rough bump. We were going to play this at 15%, but we decided to go ahead and do 3.1 topspin, no side spins with the Titan ball, and we were going to go ahead and go 1-to-1 plus 0.1 on this, what we call a very difficult par 3, just due to the topography of the green down near the hole. So you'll see on a 4.4 miles per hour wind, we did go ahead and pull 4.5 rings down into the sand. We left it right where it was. We do go ahead and hit the all-important perfect ball here.
Perfect shot.
See, comes in, hits, hops very nicely, softly, and we hit it
Hole in one.
for the hole in one. Again, an extremely wonderful fast start here. Back-to-back eagles on holes 1 and 2. We'll be right there with hole 3 in just a moment. Okay, hole 3 is the first of our par 5s on this Namhae Cliffs tournament. And what we've decided to do was go ahead with the season 10 ball, which is a wind 4, power 4, side spin 1 ball. And I'm like, okay, do I really want to go ahead into a headwind and try to bounce it off of that little island pad there, try to get it over there safely? And what's it going to do for me? It gives me about an extra 2% chance of making the albatross, but it gives me about a 90% chance of flubbing it up. So we went to the conservative route. We went 1 backspin, 1 right spin. Again, I wish I would have reversed that, went 1 top spin, 1 right spin.
Perfect
but we do
shot.
hit it perfect off a 20% adjustment, which was a 1 ring push up. And as you can see, we landed very safely at 320 yards. Your preferred yardage would be around 340 yards. All right, right there with hole number or shot number 2 in just a second. So here on shot number 2, we do have the big dog that we brought with us just for this circumstance. And you can never be too cautious on a hole like this, unless of course, you're going straight on the left-hand side. But since you choose to go to the right, that adds significant distance, so you do need the big dog or a long iron that gives you some control. So what we did, we played this at -10 at max, one top, one right. We did choose conservative. There's no reason to try to make an albatross here and absolutely either miss-hit it because of overpower or leave it in the rough and give yourself a difficult third. So we went with a 1.4 ring push for the rough bump. Pretty conservative.
Perfect
a little
shot.
bit of overpower just to make sure it gets through. Able to hit it nicely. Rolls out really nicely, nice and straight.
Nice on.
Easy position on the green for an eagle putt. We do go ahead and convert that eagle. We are 6 under after 3. We do start with eagle, eagle, eagle. All right, right there with hole number 4 in a second. Okay, on hole number 4 here, before we get into it, you know, I made this hole-in-one on the qualifier, and I was really thinking about, let's just play it the same way, 20%, put your blue ring in that little nook on the left-hand side, 2 backspin, no side spin, aim it directly at the hole, hit it perfect, give yourself a really good chance at making the hole-in-one. But I did see someone make an interesting shot where you didn't have to adjust any rings. All you did was get into minimum, aim the ball guide at the left edge of the dark square, hit perfect, and it was a hole-in-one. So I'm like, all right, let's try it. So this is what became of our attempt with that adjustment. So you'll see no backspin, no topspin, just bring it back to the minimum distance, get your ball guide just on that left inside edge of that dark green square on the left-hand side, that left seam, and then off of a 2.4 mile an hour wind, using a navigator ball, just go ahead and hit perfect. And
Perfect shot.
I'm like, oh wow, this is great. Look at this nice little roll, nice kick, and it just dies on me. So it doesn't
Nice
make it to
on.
roll, and it does fade off and to the right at 126 yards. So we do miss that that eagle attempt for the hole-in-one. So, but that's okay. We're still in really good shape. But at the same time, you kind of kick yourself and say, I wish I would have made that. There goes my perfect round. So that little thought gets in the back of your head. So we'll see how we recover moving forward. Just a moment. So back for hole number 5 here. So on hole number 5, which is not a difficult hole, but at the same time, I wanted to make sure that with that lost stroke on hole number 4, that I almost guarantee myself the eagle here, because in some cases you can mess up, you know, on any course, any hole at any time. So I wanted to give myself the best opportunity to get as close to the hole as possible, to give myself the lowest distance possible. So what I chose to do was use the Liberty ball here, power 5. Don't have to use any over adjustments here or anything like that. So we were going to go ahead at 10% max adjustment on this par 4. 1 backspin, 3/4 of a right spin. We have to adjust 2.9 rings for the 4.9 miles per hour for the wind. And you'll see here that we do hit it perfect, and we end up at 320 yards dead center of the fairway, exactly
Perfect
as
shot.
we drew it up for a really, what we hope to be a very easy, 95 out of 100 times you're going to make the second shot. All right, so give me a second. We'll be there for shot number 2. So we're back for shot number 2 here on hole 5, the par 4. We've decided to go here at a -5% Firefly, and we're going to play this at mid-distance. So we're going to just do 1 right spin, no top spin. And again, We're going to play this at mid, and it's roughly around 0.6 ring adjustment off the 3.1 miles per hour. Richard's throwing the spam at me, as you can see. Don't you even? And then obviously he's just joking around. And
Perfect
we
shot.
do hit it perfect. We do line it up straight, and we do hit it dead center.
Eagle.
In the hole for another eagle, which calms the nerve. After you miss one prior and you're able to come back and make the next one for the eagle, it really helps the confidence. All right, so hole number 6 coming up in just a second. So hole number 6 is one of, I would believe, the Golf Clash community's favorite holes on the Namhae Cliffs course. And again, it gives you the opportunity to just hit, with this tailwind on both the opening and the qualifying rounds, it gives you the opportunity to hit a club and a ball that gives you full topspin, maybe even topspin boost to get right next to the green, make an easy chip for an easy albatross. So what we chose to do here, instead of wasting a ball, we went and put the Big Topper 6 on and a Titan ball. We went full topspin and just 0.1 spin to the right. We did go ahead at 20% max, and we adjusted for that wind of 3.5, which turned out to be a 2.2 ring adjustment. But as you can see of the angle of the wind, we're going to adjust maybe 0.8 tenths of a ring to the left. So we go ahead and do that. We put full topspin at 1/4 right spin.
Perfect shot.
Well, 0.1 right spin. And we end up off of a perfect overpower, which is always a wonderful thing to do. We end up at 430 yards, dead center of the fairway. Perfect position for our second shot. And we'll be right back with that here in a second. So here on the second shot, you'll see that again, we go to the well one more time with the Firefly 6. We are going to play this, as you can see, at max distance. We're going to play this from a minus 5% elevation with only one right spin, no need for top spin, and we will do a 0.4 ring adjustment off of the 3.8 miles per hour at minus 5%. So just a slight adjustment. You'll notice that I try to be precise on every single shot and every single adjustment I can possibly be, just so that I don't take anything for granted. I've missed so many shots that I should have made because I've taken it for granted and missed the adjustments. So this one again,
Albatross.
right center of dead center perfect, but pretty close to dead center perfect. Hitting the stick, going in, nice speed, and getting ourselves the Albatross. So sitting really, really pretty going into the final 3 holes. And again, it's almost like Amen Corner at Augusta. The last 3, they get tough. So here we go. All right, here we are. Hole number 7, we are going to go with the EM8 and a Titan ball. The first time on the qualifier, I did go about 80% overpower, full top spin, one right spin. We had about I think about a 3.7 wind, and I went over the green, through the green, and I had to chip back, make it with the Nirvana. Did not want to do that again, so I took the conservative route of going 4 top spin, 1 right spin, and a 10% max adjustment. And it was a 1.2 ring pool.
Great
A
shot.
bit of a great ball that takes some distance off, but you can see I didn't pull as much on the overpower as I may have in the past. And you can see we come up considerably short of the green at 372 yards. But again, that's not a bad place to be, considering the first time we played this yesterday when we went through the green and we were chipping back with our Nirvana. So we'll be right back with the second shot here. All right, second shot, hole number 7, Firefly 6 for the 3rd consecutive hole. We are playing this at 0% elevation. You can see we're going to play this probably about 70% club just due to the distance that we were at from 372. So we weren't at mid, we weren't at max, so obviously we played it at 70% club, which was a full 1-ring adjustment. So we go ahead and make that adjustment, and if you can trust your ability to hit perfect and trust your knowledge of the game by taking a wild
Perfect
stab
shot.
at what elevation and what percentage of club you should make,
Eagle.
the right side of the stick inside the cup for another eagle. So again, on the eagle train, just very happy with how we're playing and some of the breaks that we're getting throughout this 9-hole cup. So we'll be right back with hole number 8, one of the most difficult holes based off of the elevation and the wind in this tournament. All right, here we are on hole number 8. So what we're going to use here is a Sniper 7 and a feather ball, which is a power 1, side spin 3, which we don't need, and a wind 5 ball. Now, I'm not showing you the shot just yet because there are 2 adjustments. So I was able, luckily, to play this at plus 30% mid adjustment because my wind was 2.2 miles an hour and less. So my wind, you'll see, is 2.0. So anything less than 2.2, you're playing at 30% mid and you're putting the ball guide directly in the hole. If it was at 2.7 or higher, you were playing it at 35% mid adjustment and you were aiming the ball guide right on the right edge of the cup, okay? So again, we were able to go 30% mid. If it were 2.7 or higher, you were doing a 35 mid pool at 2.7 miles per hour or higher with an offset to the right edge. So as you'll see here, we were able to go ahead and have a 2-mile-an-hour wind because of our wind resistant 5 feather ball. So we did go full 4 backspin, no side spin needed. We did go ahead and try to aim it in the cup here, the ball guide. You can see I was trying to get it so perfect that you can see I was nervous here. I really was nervous. I didn't want to mess this up. I just wanted to get it perfect, so I just stopped finally. I'm like, that's close enough. I can't do any more. Then my palm was hitting the screen here, and it was just jerking around, and luckily I got it straight. I was able to pull it 2.2 rings, gather my wits, and out the whole time, I'm like, okay, get all 4 points touching the ball, hit perfect.
Perfect
don't
shot.
hit great. Was able to hit the perfect. I was laughing at myself the whole darn time, and we do squeak it left.
Hole in one.
Cup, hole in one. And again, a shout out to one of my DCP colleagues, Katrina. So Kat, thank you again for those adjustments and walking me through some of the success that you had with that. That gave me just a huge boost to move forward into hole number 9. So again, another eagle coming up to hole number 9, trying to finish this off. All right, be back in just a second. All right, here we are, hole number 9. So we're going to start off. You can either go 3 ways. You can go to the right over there, have a long bounce over or rough bump. You can take it down the middle with a EM 8 or 9 and a power ball and get it all the way down toward that bunker, that pot bunker in the middle, and have a thorn in. Or you can do a more conservative route here, which gives you a straight shot on your second shot on that island in the water on the left over there, but the wind is just directly behind you, so you're not worrying about any crosswind. So we chose the route on the left with the quarterback 8. We went 20% at max, and we pulled that 3.4
Perfect
range,
shot.
and we went about 85% left curl there, and we went 3.5 top, full left spin, and we were able to get up at 308 yards in the fairway, giving us a really nice look at a potential albatross. So we'll be right back with that final shot of our round. All right, here it is. Last shot of the round. So that meaning we did make the Albatross. So we did go ahead and use the Goliath 8 at 10% at mid by measuring max and mins, and came up with the decision that mid was the number. We put the yellow ring on the rough line. We went one backspin, one right spin, and we made sure we were about 4 squares short of the hole, but aimed directly at the hole. Off of the 4.2 mile an hour wind, we did a 2.1 ring pull to get us the 10% mid numbers that was necessary. And then again, off of the perfect ball, you'll see that
Perfect shot.
we had all of our adjustments aligned appropriately. Comes in somewhat hot, hits perfect.
Albatross.
We were able to rattle it home for the Albatross and a minus 19 on the card. So very happy with the overall score for this 9-hole cup. Really fun opportunity to share this this round with you, but also to be part of the Golf Clash community. I wanted to say thank you all very, very much for watching the video, and I look forward to absolutely bringing more content to all of you in the future. If you have any other ideas or suggestions for the channel, by all means leave them in the comment below, and have a blessed weekend. All right, everybody, welcome to On the Screws Golf. We'd like to thank you for being here on the stream. So what? And welcome to DCF&P, baby. And again, thank you so much for attending, and please consider subscribing.